and blue, we've come to mess with you.
Hi, I'm Red.
And I am Blue, and thank you for tuning in to the 4th episode of Red and Blue.
Yes, 1,
Yay.
2, 3, 4.
4. And as you can see, we have like a new set for today.
Yes.
We have gone green.
We've gone herbal.
Hashtag healthy lifestyle.
No meat. You remember the red at the back? Yeah.
You are red. Anywho, so what are we
meat.
talking about? What are we talking about
Wanna
today?
eat me? Okay, sorry. Not too much.
What are we talking about today?
Well, one of the biggest stories that has been happening, of course, was the elections. And everyone is talking about the elections in Malindi and in Kericho. And apparently there's this one face that always stands up when there's violence and you know, when there's elections. Just have a look at this clip.
So mtupatie heshima.
Sawa. Unapewa respect.
Waititu mimi usinijaribu ndugu yangu. Mimi usitawahi kunijaribu Waititu. Don't try me.
No.
Wewe usione hata usinijaribu.
Mimi pia. Ai, kwani mimi unafikiri ni nani? Mimi ndiko wapi kwani njoo unafikiri na
Ah, this is the guy who was throwing stones a couple of years ago.
Yes, the very famous stone thrower.
Throwing stones. And now he's spreading his throwing stones to Malindi.
Yes. I wonder if he found any stones at the beach because there's a lot of sand. I don't know.
Mr. Waititu, sir, what do we call this? Aish!
The stone thrower.
The stone thrower. David.
So Mr. Waititu was bribing voters openly.
Live.
Yes, and apparently he was caught and taken to a police station and he was supposed to be charged. I don't think he was.
Of course not. And he was laughing when people were actually asking him whether these allegations are true. He was laughing. So this means that he ain't scared of nothing.
Yes, I think we as Kenyans and him have gotten so used to breaking the law that it doesn't matter anymore.
And it's so sad that this thing is not even trending as much as it should. That people are just like, he's bribing, corruption. Oh.
I think we're getting into such laws as a country, and I think it should concern everyone.
Yeah, it should concern us. And also, it's sad that some people would be so deep in corruption, stealing billions of Kenyan shillings, and yet when like somebody steals a chicken or juicy, there's a man who got who actually confessed to stealing 2 bottles of lotion for his wife, and then he was sentenced to 2 years.
2 years.
Like Kenyans had to complain for like the CJ to actually take back.
Yeah, you get 2 years in jail, and the real
Imagine.
thieves that steal millions are called
Billions.
Yes, are called persons of interest, and they're driving all over Nairobi free. Actually, they have security. You know.
Imagine. Which is really sad. And what is most sad is the fact that our politicians feel like they don't even need morality. They don't need, is it morality?
Yes.
Yes,
Morality.
in parliament. And this is according to an MP called Millie Odhiambo.
There was a time I was physically and sexually harassed in Parliament, and when I reported the matter to Parliament, to date, nothing has been done about it. Do not come into politics if you are so bothered about your morality, because this is not a morality space. If you want to engage in a morality space, we will pray for you, those of us who are in politics, so that you can be a bishop, so that while you are bishop, you pray for us, those who are in politics.
And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Then how can we change? How can we hope for change in Kenya? How can we expect better?
Funny. Yeah, because our leaders think that it doesn't pay to have any kind of morality. It doesn't pay. So how am I as a citizen supposed to be to obey the laws? I can't.
Yeah, this streams down from the trickles. It trickles down from the head of state to
Down.
the people in parliament down to the wananchi.
Okay, apparently Millie Odhiambo was talking on Women's Day, and she was talking about, it was a topic, they were discussing about women in politics and how women are not treated the way they should be.
Imagine.
And how unfairly women are treated in politics. And then she goes ahead and says that, you know what, if you think about morality, then leave morality at home. I think that was really hypocritical of her.
Very.
Yeah, because
Millie.
Because if you're thinking about morality, then you should be the first person to practice it.
Yes.
Don't throw morality out the window and then come back and complain that the next person is not treating you right. I mean,
True.
it's really hypocritical, and I hope she hears this. I really do.
Yeah. Like, we need a change, seriously. It's also funny the way some of these politicians who are the first to be corrupt are also the first to talk about Project X and how they are going to deal with it and make sure that it doesn't go far and I don't know what. And I'm like, really? Project X is about morality.
Yes. And you're coming down on these little kids.
On these kids who are
telling
following your
them,
footsteps.
Yes, that you're not supposed to live this way. And then you go ahead in your own world and do exactly the opposite. Go bribing, go saying, morality doesn't even care. I mean, what do you expect the kids to do?
This is like that thing in the Bible that before you try to remove a log out of somebody else's eye, you need to remove the one that is in your eye. So we are calling you, politicians, can you first yourself be moral before you try saving our country?
Little kids are looking out to you.
Exactly.
If you think morality doesn't care, doesn't matter, then of course they'll think morality doesn't matter. So
this topic is making red really red.
I know, and I feel, manze.
I feel. By the way, it's so funny the way parents are like freaking out and saying it's the end of the world. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my kids. So Red and I were thinking up of some ideas that some of you parents can use to protect your kids. Like
homeschooling. I mean, just
no more school.
No more going out. Actually,
no more meeting friends.
Actually, not homeschooling. Home living.
Home living. Build a mall inside your house. Everything, a swimming pool, everything that a kid would ever want, put it inside your house and then lock your house with a big fat padlock.
What was the other one you're saying?
The other one I was suggesting is maybe put like a sensor. You know the way these days we are so tech savvy and stuff and we have apps. Yeah, put like a sensor on your boy's trousers or your girl's dress, yeah, so that whenever it's touched to be removed, like you get a notification on your phone. Ding, 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 ding. John is pulling down his trouser, and then it should be connected to a GPS. Then you're like, oh, he's in the toilet. Oh,
that is an idea only Blue can.
If he was in Emily's bedroom, then now you go looking for it. Anywho, but seriously, this thing for Project X has actually been going on for a long time. Even when I was in high school, I used to hear about such house parties. The only difference is that now things are being advertised live.
Yes, when she was in high school 3 decades ago. So really, but really, the main point is this.
This guy doesn't know not to mess with a chick's age. Yeah.
I want to mess with you.
Don't mess with my age if you don't want to die early. So thank you so much for watching Red and Blue, and we hope you enjoyed it.
Yes. Please make sure to subscribe, follow the link down here,
and comment. But please be kind.
Yes, be kind to
So
us.
see you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Kwaheri.
Mess with you.